Hi, good morning. So I'm walking 3 miles and it's an overcast today. Temperature went down about 20 degrees overnight. So I'm walking 3 miles and I just come to say hello. It's Memorial Day and I'm not working and I'm collecting unemployment. And I have about, let's see, maybe a month left till my funds run out. What's next? Yeah. Well, for the state that I'm in, I've been applying for 2 jobs a week. And I'm in the 57 age bracket. And so, you know what happens when age discrimination starts? Who knows what that age is, right? But definitely don't want to go back to the same field that I was in, because that's just like a fucking cesspool. That's what I call it. Although it paid very well. But money doesn't matter to me anymore. Sort of like I'm in the cliche of I live a minimalist lifestyle, right? So, I see a lot of people, that are on YouTube. I guess they are making money on YouTube. Well, I've been on since 2012, and I think I made 10 cents, which never got anything for that. Of course, I don't have many followers because nobody wants to look at a 57-year-old middle-aged woman, right? So, although I have the maturity of life experiences, if that matters to anybody, but although we are living in a land of opportunity, I just want to talk to you about patriotism and the flag and what it means to be an American. And it's really funny because I see people, certain different individuals, protesting. I think the what do you call them? The football players. They don't sing the national anthem. They don't subscribe to be an American patriot. And I just shake my head because I think, I bet at some point, and I guess maybe I'm just saying this, but how many people accept when they're down on their luck, so to speak, if they get evicted from their home, or they have no food to eat, or guess who rescues them? The government. A lot of people who need assistance, food, health care, most of them, if they are considered indigent, or they get a lot of free public assistance. So I'm going to take you back. Way back when I became a single parent, I was told I wasn't entitled to any services because I had a very low paying job at the time, and I barely made ends meet, raising my daughter, who was at the time 2.5. My first husband, my daughter's biological father, was one of those deadbeats who went underground. He worked underground and worked for cash, so he didn't have to pay child support, you know. So what do you call those guys? They call them deadbeats. Yeah. I guess that was a form of punishment. Punishment because I didn't want to put up with his bullshit of doing drugs and alcohol and scamming people. He worked like a full-time job, but then he also did side jobs like doing brickwork and stuff like that. He was ripping people off. So I just wasn't tolerating that. So I just kicked him to the curb and said, you know, see ya. So, yeah. So I never had any services. And then when it came time for financial aid for me to go back to college as an adult, I got a little bit of financial aid. And then I had to take student loans. As a matter of fact, 20 years later, I'm still taking the student loans. And then, meanwhile, I never got married until my daughter graduated from high school and was in college. But her first year of college, she didn't qualify for any student aid. She didn't get a scholarship. She went to a state school. Had to take out a parent student loan, and I had to come up with $6,000 for her to go to her first semester in college. So, you know, it really kills me when people, you know, don't thank their lucky stars, what United States, the government, what assistance they may have gotten throughout their life, whether it be housing, clothing, medical, because everything that I have gotten in my life, I've always paid for it, right? Never got anything for free. As a matter of fact, she wasn't even entitled to any school lunches because I had a low paying job. I worked my full-time job, and then I worked another job, one job on Saturday to buy groceries, and then the next day, and another job on Sunday to do miscellaneous, right? So sometimes I was working 7 days a week and taking college classes to try to upgrade my skills to get a better job, paying for them, you know, taking care of a child by myself. And also, my mother was starting to get sick. So, you know, but, so when I think about these people who don't really sing the national anthem or put their hand on their heart, and I'm not saying that government is 100% correct, but I do know if you're down on your luck and you really need some services compared to other countries, you do get assistance. Now, I know that other countries provide health care for their citizens because they pay it in their taxes. They pay higher taxes. As a matter of fact, I was looking on the internet and I was finding out which state has the lowest income tax. The lowest is Delaware in the United States. And I think South Carolina is the 6th. And I think it's a 4% tax. Maryland is 7.5%. So, yeah, so, I'm going to be applying now to jobs in South Carolina, because that's where my destination is headed. I really don't want to do the rat race commute. I want to work near to my home where I can either walk or ride my bike. I want to eventually not be able to rely on public transportation or my car, and do that kind of thing, right? So it's just about 9 o'clock and the weather is nice. Hi, good morning. It's really nice out now. I have to have a little light jacket on. So I'm going to go out to the garden, and I think my husband and I go to the golf range and hit some golf balls. So I guess as far as my healthy eating, I'm going to have to downgrade my organic, because organic is more money. So my budget is probably going to be $40 a week for my food. And I have a dental issue that has to be taken care of within the next couple months. I have a very large dental bridge that I restored my teeth. I had a lot of dental work, probably about, I don't know, $10,000 I spent restoring my pearly whites. You know, your teeth, they degrade with age. It's just a fact of life. So I try to keep my smile aesthetically pleasing as possible, because who wants to look at somebody with all rotten teeth in their mouth, or crooked teeth, or, you know. So I have a large bridge that has to be removed. When you have dental insurance, you know, it only covers like 80% of, since I don't have any anymore, but I paid a lot of out-of-pocket money for these restorations of these pearly whites. So I have a dental issue that the bridge needs to come off, and I have a cavity underneath. So he said my dentist, when he cleaned my teeth, I neither eat a implant, which is totally out of the question because they're like $6,000, a root canal, or to be pulled. And then the bridge has to be remade and put back on. If you leave the bridge off, then all my teeth are going to shift, and you know, my bite is going to be off, and I'll have summer teeth, some are here, some are there. So that's my dilemma. So I do need to get a job with some dental insurance, so that's a must. Because dental health, all that bacteria goes into your bloodstream. Tell you a story. My husband's brother, who's very wealthy, he's a lawyer, didn't take care of his teeth. Why, I don't know. But they found him on the floor in his office, unconscious. Well, after they went to the emergency room and did some tests, he was in a coma for, I don't know, about a week, and sepsis. Found out that all his teeth were rotten. So he had to have his teeth removed. But he has a Beamer, he has a beautiful house, he's a lawyer, a big-time lawyer, but he let his teeth go. As a matter of fact, if you Google it, periodontal disease is linked to a lot of other diseases. Your mouth is probably one of the dirtiest places for bacteria. So, I mean, since I've been older, 30, since I've been about 30, I've been taking care of my teeth. Prior to that, I really didn't think about it. So anyway, that's the story. I may take a little bike ride being that it's nice. But thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you again. Bye.